Hello, everybody. Miss Paid Daily here, also known as Latoya. I'm giving you a few tips that I've learned over the last few days in regards to using Fiverr and outsourcing on Fiverr. This profile in particular, I just got through setting up right before the new year, so it's completely brand new, and I am using a training platform, or I guess a combination of a few that I just found towards the end of last year as well. So just really starting to dive into this, but I found that in the three training spaces and ebooks that I was using, there was quite a few things that remained a theme. And so I figured I might as well share that with you now, and allow you guys to really just see how it works and see what happens. So one of the first things that was taught was to be human. So if you read my little description here, I like Star Wars, so forgive me, and superheroes and things like that. Currently watching Arrow. But anyways, so I'm showing the world who I am through my brief bio, as well as ensuring that it's a picture of myself. Knowing that it's you and you're a real person appears to be like a big theme. Everybody can purchase graphics, but not too many people show you who they are. And honestly, the reason that they're buying things on Fiverr is because they want it done by an actual person. So to make sure that we keep track of all of this, this video will be entitled How to Excel on Fiverr. Dun dun dun. All right, so number one, be human. All right, so you'll also see that in the photos for my gigs, I've actually posted myself, a whole lot of me. Fiverr has gotten so big on making sure that none of your images are copyrighted that honestly, you're better off just taking a bunch of random pictures of yourself, whether it's you at your computer or like this one, I'm talking about fitness stuff. So, me showing off my amazing biceps. But you want to make sure that if you're human, you don't have to worry about them auditing you. Okay, and they will, especially if you're just now starting out with an account. Value your time. It will be number two. What do I mean by that? Of course, the gigs are $5. However, you want to make sure that you maximize things. Let me see how well I did on this one. I do have to do a few updates, but you maximize things when it comes to the gig extras. Okay, you want to value or put a big emphasis on how you value your time. You don't want them to just think that they're buying something cheaply, because if they wanted to buy something cheap, then they would just do that with, an international person. So you really want to ensure that you value both your time and your efforts. And organizing your gigs, a lot of people go through, and so this is writings by Toya, so they would make sure that every gig listed under here would only deal with writing. I have a few different mixed in, but that's just me giving a go at what some people said were real high performing gigs. Next, produce, I can spell, quality. All right, so yeah, people are paying $5, but for some odd reason, they really do want this to be quality work for $5. So you want to make sure that whatever you're doing is producing a lot of quality for whatever gig it is. Sorry about that, I had a burp. And that will ensure that you get really good ratings, which makes sure that Fiverr advertises more for you, and that's really all that you're after. And the next one, so admirably, is to advertise. I go through and I put a few quick blasts on Twitter. I make sure I link it all to my LinkedIn account, because my LinkedIn account is just for freelancing and digital marketing, so that works out perfectly. But another thing that you can do, a little tidbit is to advertise on Craigslist. A lot of people use Craigslist now as if it's a phone book directory and as it has that much clout. So you going and say, I mean, on here I have one for 5 quality email swipes for your fitness business. You can go and search for people that have fitness businesses or advertise yourself as a service that's offered for fitness businesses on Craigslist, getting yourself a whole lot more exposure for free. You don't really have to pay for any of that, and those people are actively searching for what you have. So just makes sense to keep putting that out there. And last but not least, is when it works, duplicate. All right, I can spell. I can. All right, what does that mean? So this is where things get a little tricky. You want to make sure that you're hiding IP addresses and stuff like that. But when you find a gig that is performing extremely well, you want to go ahead and create it over multiple Fiverr accounts. And you're like, well, doesn't that cause competition? Yeah, competition with yourself is okay. And so if you match yourself up against yourself, it'll really help to benefit things. And I think being organized, even though I don't have that on here, is also key so that you can keep up with all of that. One tidbit, I know Warren Buffett did this in Florida, where he had 2 mobile home parks that were across the street from each other or near each other. And one had a fancy name and looked nicer, and he charged a few $100s more. And then the other one, a not so fancy name, wasn't as well kept and cheaper property. Both his, but he had them both competing against each other, really based upon more so the name and a few extra amenities that didn't cost him much. That is the goal. So here we go. We are launching on Fiverr. These are the gigs that I have up right now. Making sure that you're all kinds of verified is also necessary, which really doesn't take much. All it is a setting up of separate email addresses, but you want it to be stuff that you're actually going to check. And there you go. So may the force be with you. Have fun with Fiverr, and as I am able to, I will go ahead and put down links below with the information on the courses that I'm using to excel in Fiverr. There's so much more information than what I've gone over in this almost 8-minute video, but as soon as I'm able to share that with you, I will. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.